All right, it is the rundown here on July 28th. Is that correct? Yes? Good. It's presented by New Amsterdam Vodka this golf season. New Amsterdam Vodka, the official vodka of Barstool, wants you to make any hole on the course the 19th hole. Everyone knows there's nothing better than enjoying a well-made transfusion during your round, and now you have a chance to win free golf gear for you and your friends for doing it. From July 5th till September 30th, take a picture of your New Amsterdam Vodka transfusion and include hashtag 19th hole contest in your tweet for a chance to win a transfusion, Barstool New Amsterdam Vodka merch pack, Orca tumblers, golf polo, towels, glassware, putter covers, and more in that pack. Also enter and find more details by heading to barstoolsports.com/19th hole contest. Winners selected every week. Make sure to get your bottle of New Amsterdam Vodka and enter New Amsterdam Vodka, the official bottle of Barstool Sports. Okay.
I'm trying to find out when.
Are you in good spirits or not?
No.
You're in poor spirits because of the Marlins and football.
Yeah, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm not letting it get me. I'm not letting it get me. Let's start with football. All right?
But
6 Patriots have opted out. Eddie Goldman for the Bears has opted out. You've got Patrick Chung, Dante Hightower. Who?
Marquise Goodwin.
He plays football. They've opted out. It's their choice. If they don't want to go through this season, we're going to have football. We're going to have great football, and we're going to have a Super Bowl. It's going to be great.
I'm with Brandon. I'm not pessimistic.
Nope, not going to be pessimistic about this.
I'm saying fuck it. These players know. It's not like in March when nobody had any information.
Question for you: if they cancel March Madness, what will you do?
I'll burn this country to the fucking ground.
Okay, there you go. That's a little bit more.
I'll burn this entire country to the goddamn ground.
I'll willingly get coronavirus.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
I'll get it with you.
Everybody has enough information to make their own decisions like adults.
You're RIPing the season
No,
right
I'm
now.
not. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I agree with what you guys are saying. I think that, like, in the grand scheme of things, playing sports probably isn't that high of a, well,
I think it's a very high priority.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You're right.
You just talk.
No, you got it. My bad.
I was going to say risk.
It's risky to play sports.
I just don't know what the fuck the Marlins are going to do, dude.
The Marlins are topic number 2.
I understand, but the Marlins, this is the problem.
The Marlins
this
are
is
the
the
first
problem
domino.
with your brain right now. You live in a vacuum.
It's just the Marlins. We can go through the baseball season without the Marlins.
You think baseball is not correlated with football, and they are. We're watching baseball to see if we can play football. You get that, right?
We're also going to have NBA and hockey, and they might
Those
show
are bubbles.
They might show the NFL some lessons. What if the
Those are bubbles.
What if the NFL says, you know what, we should bubble up?
How?
At this
point,
how was NBA and hockey going to do it? They did it.
Because they have significantly smaller
They
rosters.
could bubble up. We could do 3 bubbles. One in LA, one in Chicago, one in New York.
Baseball should have bubbled up when they had the chance. They should have bubbled up in Arizona.
We should bubble everyone.
They could still bubble up right now. But no one on the Phillies has tested positive.
Correct.
They all tested negative, but that makes me think that it's coming from Atlanta.
I'm trying to stay positive. I really am. But if the Marlins, like, I just read a tweet right before we started that said the Marlins have to quarantine for 14 days. So are the Marlins just done with their season?
The Marlins season
how does that work?
It's officially on pause.
Well, how does that work, though, when in football, if we have something similar, like if a team gets it, do we just stop the season?
We're just going to go 2 weeks without the Marlins.
Someone
Nobody's
just
going to notice.
Fucking find a vaccine.
But I thought that...
so sick of this. I'm so sick of the nerds. Find a vaccine. I know that it doesn't fit the timeline. I know that I'm probably being a little pushy about it. But, like, this is the time when we need you. This is the time when you can basically revenge of the nerds.
You're right. If this were a movie, a nerd would have stepped forward by now.
In a second. We are well past the part of the story arc.
Patrick Dempsey in glasses would have stepped forward.
Right.
And he would have saved the day.
Dude, we're in like hour 5 of the movie.
Dan, I have good news for you. Texas A&M is getting the vaccine right now.
Oh,
yeah, probably
great.
for cows.
Well, fuck you.
By October, we're all fucked.
$265 million federal loan going to College Station for the vaccine. You're all welcome.
Yeah, that'll get 3 recruits.
The jocks have to come up with the vaccine. That's the problem. It's on
jocks like us.
Jocks.
Seriously, though, like, why? Why? I get it. People explain to me all the time. Very smart people say to me, dude, there's rules to vaccines. You can't just be like, vaccine. But at some point, I feel like we should just be like, vaccine.
You're getting much more ruffled throughout the show.
I'm worried, Brandon.
I'm worried too, but I'm not
No,
going to
you're
show
not.
it. I'm not going to let
You're
the
not.
virus know it.
No, you're not.
The virus knows where you stand. The virus knows you're scared
Brandon,
of it.
you're not worried
If the
because
virus
you
walked
don't.
in here right now, it would look at me
Brandon,
like, well, I ain't fucking with that cool motherfucker.
Brandon,
You too.
you don't think that baseball has anything to do with football, and you don't think football having like a bunch of people opt out today meant anything. Like that means something.
Baseball is baseball. All right, baseball always fucks up. Football, too much money. They'll figure it
Football
out.
has no plan.
Too much money. They'll figure it out. They got time for a plan.
I said the same thing about the March Madness tournament. I think that that's the smart way where like they just have to say we're thinking about it, then you get covered. Too
But
much money.
You didn't know what was coming.
Fellas,
Hockey,
fellas.
freaking out.
Hockey and basketball figured it out. Football's smarter than
Bubbles!
hockey. Football's smarter than hockey.
No, Roger Goodell is smarter than Adam Silver.
He's not in hockey. That's basketball.
Oh, but basketball is also a bubble.
Gary Bettman's an idiot. Is he still the hockey guy?
Yeah, that's true. But they're
He's an
doing it in
idiot.
Canada.
Well, we'll put our bubble for football next to Canada. We'll put it in North Dakota.
Brandon.
Just yell it out.
Football will
Just
figure it out.
Yell it out of your system.
Right now, July 28th, Brandon Walker saying football will figure
What
it
did they
out.
say about Wisconsin? That Wisconsin stands to lose like $70 million in revenue if football doesn't happen this
Yeah,
year.
but after I said I'd take over the fucking T-shirt shop if they wanted me to. We'd make that money back in a second. Let me get my hands behind the keyboard.
In Wisconsin?
Yeah, Barry Alvarez says they're gonna lose like 70 million or something.
If football doesn't happen, which is good for the case that football is going to happen. The economy depends upon
Listen,
it.
Yeah.
I think football's gonna happen. I really do. I'm just
Tuscaloosa
nervous.
is going to lose like $3 billion.
Dude, I'm just
Shut
nervous.
down both Walmarts.
I'm nervous because I think football's gonna happen. I think we're gonna start football.
Yeah, we'll start football.
And then what happens if?
I think that if we can make it without any Phillies players over the next couple days getting sick,
Yes.
then we're okay.
The Phillies are
Then we're
key.
okay. The Phillies are key. The Phillies have to be healthy. I think that they're going to be healthy.
How do you know?
I just believe in the guys.
believe in the Phillies,
I believe
too.
in the. You have to start believing in them too.
I like to have the Phillies, but like Bryce Harper's got our back here. He's not going to get
Do you know
sick.
what they should do? Is they should fucking come up. Maybe instead of a vaccine, why don't you come up with a pill that puts us all asleep for 2 weeks?
Okay.
If the whole world went to sleep for 2 weeks, the virus would die.
Or a virus that's worse than coronavirus, and we would be like, this is not that big of a deal anymore.
It's true.
No, that would just put what? How would a virus that's worse not shut down all
A
sports?
virus
just-
to go after a virus.
I'm being positive
Yeah,
What
with
about
your
the sleeping
ideas.
pill?
but
What
now
about
I'm
the
done.
sleeping
the
pill?
virus.
What about the sleeping pill?
A virus hunting virus.
A 2-week sleeping pill ain't a bad idea.
Like, there would be no virus if we all just had to take a 2-week sleeping pill.
How will we get water in our systems?
Don't.
I
ask
The
the pill
those
is
I'm
a
types
trying
water
of
to
pill.
figure it out.
The
questions.
pill has
Water
water
pill.
in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't ask those types of questions.
water
Rone.
capsule.
Just
I'm trying
fucking
to-
take your pill and shut your mouth.
So we all die. If we all die, we all die.
You know what?
Some people are going to have
If
to stay
we
awake.
die-
Some people are going to have to stay awake to make sure everything goes okay.
The athletes?
And can you trust criminals to take the sleeping pill? Because it would be a great time to steal everything.
Maybe they take it first, just to make sure we all make sure that the
It's
criminals
honor
take
system, dude.
it. No honor amongst thieves, though.
Should we apologize to Lou Williams? Lou Williams, who went outside of the bubble,
What?
and he.
Why would we apologize?
Did you see the pictures of the wings? It's on
Wait, but
BarstoolSports.com right now.
I never said it was.
You never said, but should everybody else
No, no,
who
should
said
you
bad things?
apologize
I
to
never
Lou?
said anything bad about
Yeah,
the
you
wings.
did.
I love two things in this world: wings and titties. And he went and saw both.
All right, Clay Travis. Take, take it easy.
Oops, oh.
Wait, Brandon. I
Oh,
thought
sorry.
that we were both anti-Clay Travis together.
Did you see the Lou Williams wings?
They did look good, and I did think that he wasn't. I thought that he was lying and that he just wanted the titties, that he didn't care about the wings.
But now that you see the wings.
that makes it more worthwhile. And
No,
so
yeah,
then
you
just-
go there for the wings.
You go to the strip
Yeah,
club
but
for
you
the
also
wings.
go there for the titties.
No, but I think that those wings look so good. The
Yeah.
titties are
I
kind
don't
of
know
an
if anybody's
afterthought.
there at Tuesday at 3 a.m. for wings.
No, I think that's like I think titties are like a bar with like a good shuffleboard table. It's like I'm
Wait.
going to the bar and maybe I'll play a little shuffleboard.
But they were in Atlanta, right?
But you know which bar has a shuffleboard table. That's not a surprise.
Correct. Correct. Yeah,
That's the
Atlanta.
same place
They're in
where
Atlanta, yeah.
that's the same place where the Marlins were, where they got all the
Yes.
coronavirus.
Yes.
Did anyone else have a problem the fact that he was in Atlanta, the bubble's in Orlando, and the Atlanta strip club's called Magic City? My brain couldn't process that.
Oh,
Orlando Magic.
that's a
It was
lot.
really I struggled with that.
Where was the club in Atlanta where Patrick Ewing got his dick sucked?
The Gold Club?
Yeah.
Was it
Was
the
the
Gold
Cheetah
Club?
Club or the Gold Club? It was like the Cheetah Club was in there.
I don't
Atlanta's
remember the
had
story.
a lot of iconic strip
That
clubs.
sucks to be like, Everyone knows that you went to this club to get your dick sucked.
How does everyone know? How did it come out?
Brandon just
There
said
was a big trial once, or there was a big story back in the 90s or 2000s about a bunch of basketball players that went and got their dick sucked at a strip club in
What was
Atlanta.
the charge?
You got your dick sucked.
Is it against the law?
Yeah.
It was.
Tough
You did-
times.
You got your dick sucked, and what you got there, Michelangelo? You got it? Gold Club?
Gold
Did I
Club.
just make up the Cheetah Club in my mind?
What?
Did I make up the Cheetah Club?
So what's the penalty for getting your
I
dick
did
sucked?
not. It was a thing.
I mean,
You got to eat 3 pussies. You got to even it out.
That's
Equal
not a penalty. That's
cunnilingus.
like you have to do that as a penance. Or,
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
when
right.
the priest tells you to say
You got to get
5
back
Our
to
Fathers.
neutral. Right.
We've under-talked about the government admitting that there's aliens, right? The government just came out and said, "Hey guys, we got these vehicles. They weren't made on Earth."
Dude, it's because
The Pentagon said
The
that.
new Broncos?
No,
Oh.
different than the new Bronco. The
Those
Pentagon
aren't
said,
saying
"We got vehicles. We don't know where they were made."
What?
You
but
didn't- we've under-talked
because
about this.
it's because they are telling you what we can handle right now, and everyone thinks that it's interstellar travel, but I'm hearing it might be interdimensional travel.
Who are you hearing that from?
What?
This guy on the beach out in Rockaway, this guy Liam, he had fucking some crazy ideas, but he was talking that shit, and he says that goes a long way to explain a lot of the paranormal activity that we've seen,
Like
or
ghosts.
Ghost stuff is all linked to this interdimensional travel rather than just going from star to star.
I'm of the mindset when it comes to aliens, the only reason I'm under talking about it or not giving enough credit is I just assume that someone knows everything about the aliens and they just are slowly telling us. So just tell us the whole thing. I know there's aliens. Everyone knows
But
there's
when
aliens.
they start telling us about the aliens, won't that be about the time the aliens are about to strike? Like they finally tell us because we're about to all get obliterated by a ray gun.
Yo, why did the aliens come up with the coronavirus vaccine?
Maybe they brought the coronavirus.
Aliens aren't striking us. They don't have ray guns. That's not what aliens are all about.
You don't know
dude.
anything
They're
more about
fucking
aliens
You're
than I
thinking,
do.
yeah,
Fake
no,
food
you're
ice
thinking
cream.
about a human, not you're thinking
what
it from
we
the
do.
perspective of the humans.
They just
Not
want to
the
fucking
alien.
You
cool
know,
out, sit by the
If
pool.
they flew
Dude,
all the
peace
way
sign.
here, or light years to get here, we don't know what their motivation would be.
But why would it be warlike?
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't it be?
What if they're just on a joyride?
We're on a nice. Have you ever looked at Earth in the space?
But-
you ever seen the
Yeah,
globe?
it's a giant cake.
It's a good-looking planet.
But resources
It's
for
blue.
us.
It looks good.
You think it looks better than Jupiter or Saturn?
Wait,
I
why do
do.
you think it looks good to? What, aliens might not like the color blue. What if
I-
they can't see the color blue?
Well,
if they're
it
blind-
still
well,
looks
they're
good.
colorblind.
If they can do interstellar travel, can we just say they can see colors?
I thought we were saying
No.
interdimensional travel.
That's not. I will not concede that point, sir.
Why not?
No, I will not.
So we're saying a bunch of colorblind aliens are flying across the galaxy.
Can computers see color?
Dogs ain't flying across the galaxy.
Computers are smarter than us. Do they see color?
Can they? Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sure they can.
Why?
Maybe they choose not
I'm
to.
asking the
and
hard-hitting questions that you don't have
equality.
answers to. Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to. They just want to accept everyone's experience as individual.
In Kansas City.
Yeah, we just bodied you in that.
Well, let me do this ad.
Perfect ad read, but I need to ask, why do you have a popsicle stick in your pocket?
Did you stick this popsicle stick in my pocket?
Dude, I did. I did. Some time ago.
That's not.
A small prank.
That's not really great though, because it was in your mouth.
Gross.
All right, so Pat Mahomes has bought an ownership stake in the Royals. He is 24 years old.
Why?
He has a 500. I don't know.
Why?
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 He has a $500 million contract, and he now owns
How
part of
much?
the Royals.
As someone who owns multiple pro sports franchises,
How much does a steak cost?
Very little.
Really?
So listen, as someone who owns multiple
Don't
sports
you think
franchises,
the value of the Royals is not the same as the value of, say, some teams you might be invested in?
Oh, we'll see, Brandon. We got a big match tomorrow. Swansea. They might be going up to the EPL. Then we'll have to reevaluate.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the Water Dogs.
Oh, I get all my teams confused. Yeah, the Water Dogs, they're pretty good. The Breakers.
That's in New Zealand.
But no, my point is, how much did he buy? How much did he put?
I
in?
don't know. But
That's the thing. It's
now
like
that you're-
I don't put.
Now that you're talking like an owner, you've crossed your legs and you're
Yeah.
very hoity-toity right
Well-
now. You're very bougie during this part of the conversation.
The
But they're a
fans and
small
the other
market-
owners.
They're a relatively small market baseball team. Like if a player won't sign with the Royals or re-sign because they won't get paid, like they know that Patrick Mahomes is just right across town with like dispensable income.
I need to know how much you put
disposable
in,
income.
because it's probably just for show.
I probably should have looked into it.
As someone who's actually invested in ownership, I don't do things for show.
What kind of perks is he going to
How
get
much
as an owner?
how much ownership does Pat Mahomes have of the Kansas City Royals? Everybody.
If he has,
I bet it's got to be less than 5%.
Trent isn't looking. Neither is Casey.
I think in Swansea I have. I think I'm part of a group that owns 1%, and I own like 0.00001% of the 1%.
Of the group.
Of the 1%.
So you're 0.000.
It is quite literally a grain of sand on a beach.
That's still
what
a
I
flex,
own.
though.
But it's still a grain of sand.
I feel like Pat Mahomes' grain of sand is going to be bigger than that.
That's what I'm asking.
But it's,
I need,
Michelangelo.
it's officially a dick measuring
think it's out.
contest
I just don't
between
think
me
it's
and
out.
I don't
Patrick
think we have
Mahomes.
that information yet.
no one does.
And then the Breakers and the Water Dogs, I have yet to sign the paperwork. So some say I might not even know.
You guys
them.
have been talking about that for
Yeah,
a long time.
You talking into existence. So again, I want to see the financials, Patrick Mahomes, until I say like, oh, dude, that guy
Wait, you didn't
owns a
sign the
team.
paperwork for the Breakers?
No.
That was like a whole year ago.
I know, that was like 2 years ago.
R.J. Hampton.
Yeah, no,
He went there,
yeah.
and now he's in the draft. Like, he's already gone.
much
I'm not good at signing
How much
paperwork.
paperwork are we talking? Just one signature?
Well, there's a couple things of paperwork, and then you got to say, and then taxes get confusing. So I just say,
But did
why
you send
not?
Did you send the money?
Instead of owning it, why not just say I own it?
That is
Next
better.
best thing.
You're right. That's what I always did with a car in high school.
See that car over there? That's
Yep.
mine.
Who
Yep.
really owned it?
It doesn't matter. Ellen, her workplace is now officially under investigation. The Ellen Show, a very popular, is it a morning show? Just a daytime syndicated
show.
talk show. She makes $90 million annually,
What?
doesn't she? She makes a lot of money annually.
Probably.
A lot of money.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Ellen's workplace under investigation. It has not anally, no. Not Ellen.
What did you just say?
Annually. Am I saying
Sounded
annually
like
correctly?
Annually.
A lot of money annually.
You're kind of blunt.
I was saying it correctly at first. Was I?
I don't know. I don't
Yearly.
listen.
Yearly she is making
Yeah, there
that
we
much
go.
money.
Okay, good,
All right,
good.
Ellen workplace, apparently the whoever owns it, the company, Warner Brothers, whatever, is looking into charges that she's an asshole to all her people and she creates a hostile work environment. I feel like every 3 or 4 weeks we get a story about how big of a,
Yeah, she seems like a real.
yeah. And also
can
seems
you
like
say, yeah, she's an asshole.
a asshole, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're
Can
gonna
you
call her
call
cunt.
women? No, I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
say B word, but yeah.
Never mind. Anyway,
Yeah, but she has a reputation now for
She's a jerk.
jerk. There
She's
you
a
go.
fucking jerk.
She's a meanie head.
Yeah, I know. Seems like a jerk. From everything I've read.
But
and
what are they
I've
gonna-
read none of it.
our boss is not allowed to be jerks, though. I thought that's like you only can become a boss once you become a big enough jerk.
True.
Like I think that's a
They
rite
go
of
hand
passage.
Is it chicken and the egg?
Right. It's like
Did you become a boss because you were a jerk?
or are you a jerk because
You're a boss.
Yeah, it could go either way.
I don't know. Was she a jerk when she was a poor comedian working her way up?
Maybe.
Guess nobody knows that.
Yeah.
Somebody
She
out there
had the
knows
bit
it.
about when your hand's like this and you're picking up toilet paper and it's like this and you're getting in the pickle jar. That was always funny. You see?
I did feel like she was an underrated
See?
comedian. She was good. I liked her specials.
You don't have to fucking pander to everyone.
I wasn't pandering. I
Uh-huh.
like stand-up comedy specials. It had the blue logo. It looked like
She
ocean
did the
water.
thing.
I think that the problem with her show is she's probably hiring people who are really expecting like this warm and fuzzy atmosphere because they watch her show and then they get hit with
She's
a little
too nice
bit of
publicly.
the C word,
Right,
and then it's
right.
just yeah,
Well, there was
her
one-
image is too good.
There was
Yeah.
one story where the studio next door, the show next door, was honoring their producer, and they were cooking steak outside. And she walked over and informed everyone that she was a vegan and they couldn't cook meat on the premises.
It was
That
a producer's
sounds-
birthday,
and
right?
she shut
or
down the
retirement or something like that.
producer's
That sounds-
retirement. She shut down the retirement ceremony or whatever.
That sounds so made up.
It also sounds kind of
Like,
badass, though.
But that sounds like a story that if you were like, let me figure out a story that could go viral. It's like, remember the Kawhi Leonard when the story that went viral that he just ordered apples at dinner? that's that story. What?
And like half of the Ellen DeGeneres stories were her like getting pissed off at waitresses for having like chipped nail polish. Like almost
Really?
all of them dealt with like people having chipped nail polish and her having a conniption.
There's also a good lesson in like the amount of success you should have in life. If you get too much success, they'll come. They'll
So
get
you think you should have, instead of $90 million success, like $5 million success?
Yeah, there's just you gotta know when to be like, you know what, that's good, because any more success and people are gonna start fucking saying that I shut down steak grill sessions and shit.
I've not reached that level of success yet.
But there is like, there's no such thing as like consensus. Like everyone had thought Ellen was great for so long that there has to be this underbelly of
That's
people
her-
being like, fuck
The
Ellen.
good news for Ellen is the comeback story will be great.
What did this gesture
America
have to do
loves
with
it.
that?
Undercurrent?
Yeah, that
Or am
comes
I
and
thinking of
fucks
like
you.
a fist?
I think you were thinking of something else.
Popeye.
Also Ellen related, but all right, that's the rundown.
Also, I think it's just her. I
Okay,
think
that
her
wasn't the
name
rundown.
just bothers me.
Who does?
Ellen.
What ethnicity is that name?
I don't know. I just don't like the name Ellen.
White.
No, there's just too many L's, too many E's.
There's 2 of each.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a show-off move.
Yeah, just capping an L.
But when we were talking
Yeah,
about
right? Like that.
roller
I'm just
coaster
thinking
words
about.
the other day, Ellen's a good roller coaster word. Just loop-de-loop.
Oh, cursive
I
word,
just-
that would be a
No.
good roller coaster.
Think about it.
L.
That's a fun word.
L-E.
Yeah, I don't like the name Ellen. I think it's just a little,
And
just a
stuff.
little too snobby.
Yeah, change your name and maybe we'll watch your show.
Yeah, change your name to like Nancy or something.
All right, after show, anything? Kirk taking taking a mental health
Why
break.
do you say it like that?
I don't know. Kirk Minahan taking a mental health break.
Get
I
well
hope,
soon.
I hope he gets what help he
Hashtag
needs.
thank you, Kirk.
And yeah, good luck to him. Hope everything works out for him.
Yeah. Should we all have?
You crushed that segment.
Yeah.
It was awkward, wasn't it?
I want everyone.
It's pretty
to
hard
have
to.
good mental health.
I did the
What
same
do
thing
you
on the.
say?
I did
I-
the same thing on the radio. I was like,
I don't know what you
I
say.
hope Kirk's a friend. I hope he gets better.
Yeah, I like him. I
Um,
hope everything.
So we
works
can all
out.
get
But
back
yeah,
to
it's-
busting balls. You can't bust balls when somebody's down in the dumps.
It's very hard to say, so we just say it.
Yeah, it's very hard to say a real thing.
Especially after all this.
Say the most serious thing you can say.
Well, now I don't know what to say.
Aliens are a product of interdimensional travel.
Say a serious statement that like really like bums people out. I'll start. 145,000 people have died from coronavirus.
Yeah,
Sucks. That sucks.
That did it. What are you gonna one up him?
That was the rundown.
No, come on. No,
I don't
you
have.
gotta-
I don't have a statement. What do you want me to say?
Do the
6 million
do the
Jews.
Belgian genocide.
6 million Jews.
I'm not gonna
No,
do
the
6 million.
Belgian genocide's
I'm not
13.
gonna do 6 million Jews.
Okay,
that.
should I do Jews and then you can one up
You
me
do
with
Jews.
the 6 million Jews died during the
Fuck.
Holocaust. 7 million,
Yeah.
actually. Do the Belgian genocide. King Leopold.
What? I don't know who that is.
Mississippi State has never won a title in any sport in NCAA athletics. Tragic. Truly tragic.
You couldn't say it.